Okay, let's make this full screen now. Hey, no, come back here. Come back here. Yeah, I've never watched a Fire Force, and I've never really spent that much time watching Soul Eater. I've watched a few scattered episodes, that basically have sort of become memes, but I've never actually sat through it. Okay, what the heck were we doing? Well, we've got, yes, we've got Bradman, or Bradman. We've got Woof. We've got Orson. We've got Birdo. We've got Prestique. And we've got Aquarius. Okay, awesome. And I think we just got our 4th badge. Yes, indeed. So, we have to go face our father. Oh, sorry. It'll come back. I gotta turn down my sound. There we go. We're a very professional outfit here, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I have no idea what Paralives is. I want nothing to do with it. I mean, it's probably a fine game, but does it have retro achievements? Does it? No, it does not. So I'm not into it. Not right now. Will it contribute to Retro Achievement of the Week? No. Then no. Orson can learn Rock Smash. I mean, there's Terraria does have retro achievement support, and Undertale will be getting it soon. So yeah, never say never. Like, people are working behind the scenes to make these things happen. And in fact, I think pretty much the whole game engine that Undertale runs on, I think that's been fleshed out so that any of those games could potentially have retro achievements in the future, which is super neato. Okay, let's stand here. A lot of simmers like Paralives because it has more customization. Like, as far as like for your biological sim or parim, like facial features and build and stuff like that? Or is it more customization with the house? Because, I mean, I feel like furniture and housing, that's easy enough to mod into the Sims, but I feel like characters have been a little more limited. Both, okay. So we gotta fight 4 idiots in a row here. We got Mawile. Vice Grip, that's a good move. Oh yeah, we should probably check our team. See if we got any cool legendaries or see any shinies. Hitmonchan. Lotad. Boy, not a lot of good ones. Bradman's got a carry. What makes them idiots? You know, nothing really. I'm just being mean to them. I guess it's kind of like, okay, basically the guy is standing outside his house waiting for a challenge. He's just like, hey. So that's a little silly. And then you walk up to him and he's like, want to fight? I'm like, no, I'm just passing through. You want to fight? No, sir. I'm just making my way to lava. You want to fight? Okay, sure, I'll fight you. Who? You beat me. Want to fight my wife? What? No, I don't want to fight your wife. I'll go get my wife. That's basically what this whole interaction is. Am I going to play Undertale now due to it getting retro achievements? I mean, I'm not going to lie, it does make me more likely to. I did start playing it at one point when I was laid up after my accident. I played a little bit of it. I think I met the Skeleton Brothers, Sans and Papyrus, I believe. But I don't think I made it much past that. So I don't really know that much about the game, and I wasn't like trying for a specific ending or anything like that. I was just making my way, so you know, I do try, if it's the first time I'm ever playing the game, I do try to go in relatively blind. Aren't you young? You must be quite the trainer to beat my husband, though. It's my turn to battle now. No, ma'am, I'm just passing through. I'm going... I just want to... No, I just want to... Alright, Bradman's a Swablu now. Well, we've got some options. We've got Woof as a Jinx. Does Jinx know any ice moves? Okay, you hear this? You see this? I'm pressing down. Nothing is happening. Oh. Okay. No, that was on me. That was my fault. That's not the game. That's me. Yeah, I'm not gonna go so far as to say I'm worried about Bomb, because I know he knows better and he knows what he's doing, but he's been buying cards again. Which, hey, half the battle is finding cards for sale, so good on him. If I had wanted to, when I was out in Montana, they were like, yeah, if you swing by tomorrow morning, we're getting the new shipment of Pokemon cards in, so... You know, I got the hot tip. I could have been there, and I could have gotten a box or two. I don't know. Like you say, it's very dystopian right now. I think I'm just gonna get the cards that I already have, that are like my old cards. I'll get some of the valuable ones graded. Just so, and really just so they're protected. Just so I don't screw them up any worse. Oh, you beat me. Let me go get my daughter. No, I just want to pass through. I'm tough too. Yeah, I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Escaped that, to be honest. Like, save for a couple of, like, hero cards, like, cards that were, like, really prominent in the anime... Or, like, you know, the very first printing, like, first edition, first run printing of certain cards. Not even all of them. I've got plenty of first editions that are worth jack, unless they grade a 10, which none of mine will. None. Not a single one. Oh, we got Sentret. I like Sentret. He's a cute little dum-dum. Magic the Gathering sits somewhere right in the middle of that. But Magic is weird, right? So, with Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, if you want to use cards printed in 1999 in your deck, you can, even if they're not meta, okay? But with Magic, it's like every season, which I don't know how long a Magic season is, but like every 6 months to a year to 2 years, they like cycle every card out and say, nope, you gotta buy the new ones if you want to play in like proper competitions. That's how they balance the game, so that, you know, you can play with broken strategies, but only for like a little bit, and then they'll just rebalance things, which, you know, is a way to do it. And then it's like, well, what do I do with my old cards? I don't know, you can play in like these not competitive meme categories, but you can't do anything like competitive with it. It's like, oh, well, that's dumb. Pelipper cards are cheap. Are you gonna buy graded Pelipper cards and have a great collection of Pelipers? I was thinking about doing that with Cyndaquils, and I'm not, you know, I'm not convinced that I won't. Yeah, magic's kind of an expensive hobby, I think. I mean, there's worse. Could be drugs, right? Could be drugs. Could be Warhammer. Warhammer's worse. Oh, Czar will agree with me. Alright, we beat the daughter. And now the daughter, instead of being like all happy about it, she's like, "You beat me! I'm gonna get my grandmom. No, I just want to leave. You make my grandkid cry? Yeah, yes? No, I didn't try to. I'ma fight you." She did, in fact, start it. Oh, bye, Bradman. Let's see. Well, we got some good options here. We got a Vibrava, we got a Charmander, Char, we got a Shelgon, Prestige, we got Aquarius. I mean, we could send Aquarius in and use self-destruct. Like, that would be incredibly funny. But I think Metatite can use Protect, so maybe we'll send out Orson. Yeah, see, you did have a protecting move. I knew it. Twice in a row. No, we're not gonna explode the grandmother. I refuse. You can explode grandparents in your own time. It's Ricky. I don't know who Ricky is, but he seems to know who we are. Yeah. We gotta go find our dad. I don't know that we can beat our dad in our current state. I tend to believe that we are underleveled for such a feat. But we'll give it a shot. Yeah, we don't need items anymore, do we? Better than him beating his children. Well, you know, he's only got the one to beat. It's just me. Look at that. Look at that little... You see that pink pixel there? Right there in the corner of the counter? That magenta pixel? That shouldn't be there. They forgot a pixel. They forgot a pixel. Literally unplayable. I think there was an easier way to get back to Man, I suppose I could have gone through the mountain and dropped down. Yeah, I coulda. This works too, though. Am I allowed to bike indoors? Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I mean, I'll try and I'll show you. I mean, Dad's advice. Sammy, there's a time and place for everything. And now is not the time or the place to bicycle. Yeah, this boat moves great. It's a good boat. Would Lord Helix allow it? I think he would, you know? Lord Helix kind of says, you know, do what you want within the realms of reality. That's what I believe Lord Helix stands for. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about this controller. I used it out of laziness, basically. I will want to use it in the future. Just because, again, it's got the 6-button layout. So if we ever play Sega Genesis, like, if we ever play Street Fighter, Sega Genesis Street Fighter, I'm gonna want this. I just know I am. Dropped inputs be damned. Alright. Let's send Aquarius out front. Aquarius is our starter, and I'd like Aquarius to be a higher level. Alright. Aquarius, who are you today? Oh, Rayquaza! Heck yes! Who's everyone else? Aw, oh, man, what a stacked team. Look at that. Charizard. Oh man, Smeargle, watch out for Smeargle. Ooh. A bear, an elephant, friggin' ladybug. Yeah, what a team. Okay. It's probably just me, but I always thought that Rayquaza's sprite here looks very tree-like. Looks like a jungle tree. Looks more like Tropius? The weird banana plant thing. Then Rayquaza. Like, I don't know. That don't look like no dragon I never done seen. That's all I'm saying. Oh no, don't heal your Pokemon mid-battle. I've never had somebody do that. Alright, Beedrill? Yeah, sure, why not? Use Twin Needle. Counter? Are you kidding me with this? Shadow Ball. Slack off. What are you doing, buddy? knows a recovery move as well. Alright, we can play the stupid game. I can keep using Lear, making you weaker. Well, hello there! What have you missed? We just beat Super Mario Bros. 2, and we only cheesed it a lot. And we kind of did the equivalent of flipping a coin. It was either this or card games, and this won. It is disgusting out. I agree. It is not a lovely time out in the world right now. We beat up one grandma, but that was a one-time thing. That wasn't, that's not indicative of, like, our whole new outlook on life or anything. Boy, this slack-off is, We are looking to beat up our dad. That's true. That is true. Our dad must suffer. This grandma didn't quite deserve it. Like, she kind of got baited into fighting us by her granddaughter. I mean, she just kind of got caught up in the crossfire. No, we're not gonna have a dead dad, okay? Our dad's gonna live. Calm down. Okay. Let's go through the rest of the rooms. Excuse you, I'll have you know that my father is dust in the ground, not dust in the wind. Big difference. Oh wait, no, you might have own tempo. You might not get confused. No, you do. Okay. I mean, you're just trying for critical hits against a steel type. I mean, you know, if you can get it to work, good for you, but... Okay, you got it to work. Let's see what we can throw at him. I mean, yeah, this'll poison you. Poison point. Body slam. Or that'll paralyze you. Don't use a hyper potion. Fanta Pineapple is, I think, generally speaking, my favorite, Fanta flavor. I will say, that's one thing, you know, if I ever find myself not in the country again, you know, I hear foreign Fanta is much improved from what we got over here. and I'd like to sample that. No, don't miss. Although, from the sounds of it, sounds like I might have a trip to Canada soon. We will see. We will see what comes of that. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty tight fight if we're gonna take on dear old Daddy. But we'll keep on triangling. We'll fight the good fight. Speed boost. How many mints does Canada have? I think it has 2. I mean, the Winnipeg one is like the big proper one that does all of the circulation coinage for both Canada and abroad. And then I think there's a mint. I think there's one in Ottawa, maybe, where they do all of the like special issue coins. If memory serves. No, I don't think I do. You know, the last time I was in Canada was pre-COVID, and it sounds like these counterfeit toonies that you guys were telling me about, sounds like those were all from 2020. So I haven't had an opportunity to get my hands on them unless I want to buy them. But, you know, buying counterfeit coins, that doesn't sound too fun. I don't think I could pay money for a counterfeit coin. I don't think that's wise. I do own a counterfeit coin, though. So, you know, I also don't feel the need to buy a different counterfeit coin. Have you ever been to Canada? No. Why not? Yeah. Why didn't you come to Canada? Canada, best country. Why you not visit? My good one was the last time I was there. You know, they asked me if I'm you know, what you plan to do there. I'm like, okay. All right, are you leaving anything in Canada? And I'm just like, good impressions, I hope. And that made him smile. Unfortunately, you know, our big Canadian goal is to watch a Wild versus Jets game up there. And, you know, if we go in the summer, don't know if you know this, there's no hockey in summer. So, you know, that's kind of a downer. kind of makes it be like, why even go? But there might be some stuff going on that we want to go see, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, they're generally not too keen on you bringing things that approach weapons, but, you know, yours, in your case, it can largely be written off as camping equipment, whether or not you're camping or not, or, as you say, for emergencies. You're just a prepared outdoorsman-y type. That's fine. The first time I went to the Winnipeg Mint, I was a little snot, and I corrected the tour guide. Gosh, how did the topic even come up? I think, like, somebody in the crowd was asking about, like the state quarters program that, like, the States does, and if Canada had done anything similar. And, like, you know, basically, they did stuff with, like, their dollar coins. But at that time, I don't think they'd ever done anything with their quarters or with their lesser denominations. Or at least that's what they said. They're like, no, it's always just, you know, queen on the front, maple leaf on the back, or beaver on the back, or, you know, whatever is on the back of that denomination. I was like, oh, actually, you know, in 1967, all of them did have a special one-year-only reverse. I don't remember what that was in service of. Like, if that was, like, Canada's centennial, perhaps? Like, maybe Canada was, like, established in, 1867? I don't quite recall. I have a dime. I have the 1967 Canada dime. But yeah, the tour guide agreed with me and was like, "Oh yeah, I guess we did do that one time." But you know, I was young. I was young and had unbroken bones and unshattered dreams and ambitions I was willing to follow. It was a different time. Let's see, I don't feel good about any of you, so let's send somebody kind of bad out. Oh yeah, Leech Seed, that'll be good though. What? You evaded? Don't do that. There we go. Yeah, if that sort of thing were to happen now, I don't know. Like, if I was with someone, I'd probably just, like, whisper to him, like, you know, actually, he's not quite right. He's forgetting this obscure event that occurred well before either of us were born. Well, this isn't the place to discuss war crimes. But you're more than welcome to discuss their sports. I don't know if it isn't hockey. I don't know much about it, and even if it is hockey, I don't know much about it. Down. That's the best Pokemon cry right there. Good job, Orson. You took out the Zangoose. Hockey does kind of feel like war crimes on ice sometimes, doesn't it? I know a fair few Pokemon based on cries, and sometimes the wife will be watching somebody, you know, playing Pokemon or making Pokemon related content, and I'll hear a cry. I'll be like, "Oh, is that a you know, oh, that's a Pikachu," you know? And sometimes she'll be impressed, because I can do quite a few, at least, again, within the first 380 or so, you know. Up to Gen 3, I know a lot of the cries pretty good. Do I know why NHL 94 is supposed to be a super classic video game? I don't. I did pick up NHL Stanley Cup for the Super Nintendo on my travels while I was in Montana. You know, I know a lot of people who's like, whether it's Pokemon or just like playing handhelds in general, for the vast bulk of the time they were playing with the sound off, because like parents didn't want to hear it, and I know you've got a volume slider on that. I think Bomb has expressed something similar in the past. Play Dat hockey game, play Stanley NHL Cup for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, we might. We probably might. I mean, why else would I have bought it? What else did I buy? I bought a couple of games. I got 2 Smashes. I got Melee and Brawl. I did a lot of video game shopping while I was away. I got Melee and Brawl, which I didn't have previously. I got Othello for the NES. They had multiple copies and they were cheap, so I'm like, sure, I'll take one. Why not? I got Captain Skyhawk for the NES, because that was pretty cheap. Cheat, who sometimes hangs out on the channel. They've expressed an interest in seeing me play that sometime. What else did I pick up? What else? Yeah, exactly like the Shakespeare play. Yeah, you got it. So, one thing that I don't know, because I don't know, the circular, the genre of circle board games is one that I'm just like both not good at and not super familiar with. Like, I'm not great at checkers. My grandma always kicked my butt at checkers, or drafts, or draughts, or whatever, if you're over yonder. I don't really remember how to play backgammon. I at one point knew how to play Go, but no longer do. I don't know how to play Othello. I don't know how to play Reversey. Othello and Reversey may well be the exact same game. I just don't know. I haven't a clue. What's the correct way to play Dirty Marbles? With a dice. You don't play Dirty Marbles with a deck of cards. You play it with dice. That is my opinion. My correct opinion. No, there's no dissenting opinions. There's only the one opinion. The correct opinion. Shouldn't I clean my marbles? I don't know. I don't feel that they are dirty. They're not like coins. I'm not familiar with any, you know, advice against cleaning marbles. Yeah, the dissenting opinions come from inside the house, but I know I'm right in my heart. That's all that matters. I don't gotta make a thing about it. I might lose them if I were to try and clean them, that's true. Oh, because they're dirty marbles. Ladoy. Yeah, well, I think the wife's influence on Bella runs deep, so I agree. Bella probably prefers cards, and I agree with your assessment that Wally can chase the dice around on the floor. No, he just travels for work. My dad just travels for work. He lives a couple towns over, and he just rarely comes home. He's not seeing a mistress. Why would you insinuate that? I've never seen him bring home milk. Alright, let's see how we do. Again, we are a bit underleveled. Story of our life. Oh! It's Wingull. The rarest Pokemon. What do we got here? Boy, nothing really that inspiring, huh? Kabutops is okay. Ariados is not. Dustox, Tentacool, Quagsire? Yeesh. It's tough. It's tough. And I don't really know... Oh, God. I don't really know if there's, like, a properly good way to grind at this point in the game, because Pokemon trainers don't start offering you rematches, I believe, until after you defeat your father. So, you know, there might be a couple of trainers that we've skipped that we could, like, hunt down and try to fight, but otherwise... we might just have to find a dark, dank cave and start hitting our head against some wild Pokemon. Listen to video game soundtracks for a time. Which, you know, isn't the way I'd want to do it, but I mean, we're... Okay, this is his first Pokemon, right? So his ace, his strongest Pokemon, is going to be stronger than this. None of our Pokemon are even to the level of his weakest Pokemon. Now, I'm not saying that guarantees our loss, but boy, it sure doesn't do us any favors. He's, probably gonna heal here. Yeah. And he has Slacking, which hits like a truck. Yeah, if it takes 3 of our Pokemon to take out Spinda, I think we need to go level up. So let's do that. Also, because I don't think Bomb was here for it. But I'm sure Bomb deduced. And I'm proud of me, so I'm gonna keep harping on about it. We beat the Super Mario Brothers 2. We did it. We beat that game. You've been here for quite a while. You've been lurking. That's fine. We were at a time discussing your descent into the dystopian madness that is the Pokemon TCG, and your rediscovery of cards and card collecting. It's a scam. I mean, it might be, like... I don't know if scam's the right word, but I think much like the graded video game market was a couple years ago, I think there's a lot of, like, private equity and, like, finance bros, like, doing some weird number pumping stuff with Pokemon cards as, like, a collectible, or, dear God, dare I say, an investment. So yeah, it's kind of kooky, kind of wacky. We fought all of you. That word is thrown around a lot. What, investment? Yeah. There's a freaking subreddit of pokey investors. And it kind of sickens me a little bit. It does. There's gonna be trainers in the trick house. That's why we're doing this. Oh, well, we need to fight you anyway. Yeah, exactly. Don't buy anything unless you can make money off of it, you know. At least, you know, a month down the line, if not a year down the line, right? Why so serious? She asks. We don't get to rearrange. Yeah, let's teach a Latias cut. Yeah. Yeah. Who needs Dragon Breath? We'll teach you cut. Thought that was there. Never mind. We keep moving. Yeah, enjoying things is for babies and children. You have to... It's all about the that grind set. You know, scalpers are just living the grind set. There's another One Piece Dodgers game. I mean... If you want my genuine opinion, I would say go for the love of the game and or the One Piece. And, you know, if there happens to be trading cards available, then yeah, sure, pick them up as a souvenir. And yes, you may possibly be able to make money off of it. Frankly, I think the fact that it happened the once is a bit of a fluke. But it could happen again, or you could just have a lovely memento to keep to remind yourself of that time. Tony Chopper will throw the first pitch. He's got little baby arms, though. He can't throw a ball. You kidding me? Nah. Jacked Chopper? Oh, but no, that's all CG. He's not really like that. He's really a tiny guy. That's all, you know, practical effects and computer graphics. He can't, that's not real. Not like Little Chopper, whose tote's real. I'm sorry that you were lied to. Catch a Otani home run? Maybe. Yeah, I definitely only look buff in post. I don't think I've ever looked buff in my life. No. 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 Should at least see who our team is, huh? Well, we got Raikou. A bunch of stuff I do not care about. Because I've got Mewtwo. Max Muncie? No, but I'll call him Max Munchie. Because that's funny. I'll call him Max Munchlax. Because we're playing Pokemon. Ooh, a rare candy. We like rare candies. Is he rotund? Oh, interesting. Let's see. We can get rid of some items here. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. We don't need money, so we don't have to, like, sell this crap. this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Dungeon game? What dungeon game are you referring to? If there's a video game that's simply called Dungeon Game, I gotta say, probably should have picked a better name. That's pretty generic sounding name, you know? Darkest Dungeon. So Darkest Dungeon. That name's familiar to me. But I don't quite recall what that is or what context I might know that in. Their symbol is a torch with a halo. A big indie RPG hit. Okay. I like Natu. He's just a little guy. Oh, I probably could have used Peck there. Peck the Oddish. No! I've been punished! I've been poisoned! How dare! I can't even poison you in retaliation because you yourself are part poison. Classic Oddish. Showcasing toxic behavior. Take that, Paul. Oh, good! Aquarius is evolving. Well, what an occasion. Good for Aquarius. Become Xatu. Thank you. We had a pretty stacked team in the back. We had an Aggron, a Gardevoir, an Arcanine, and a Dragonite, and we didn't use any of them. And now we never can, because they're all going to transform the next time we enter battle. Isn't that great? We're just gonna let Aquarius suffer a little bit. It's Dingus! Come on, Prestique, you can do it. I think Prestique is gonna evolve into Furret just now. Heck yeah! So much evolving. Meow, 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 meow. We had an Entei. We had a bug. We had a Yanma. We have a poisoned Swampert. We had another Natu. We could have evolved a second Xatu. Why didn't we? You're studying how to set traps for a gym. Look, as long as you don't take any notes from Lieutenant Surge's book, you're good. That's like the worst. We gotta get this Whalmer away from the grass Pokemon if we can help it. Yeah, I don't like it because it's pure. It's just random. It's just random chance. It's random to find the first trash can, and then once you find the first trash can, the second trash can will be one of the 4, trash cans that it's touching orthogonally. Even if it's one that you just freaking checked. Yeah, these are very valid reasons not to like that puzzle. I would dare say. All right, let's debuff Beautifly, because if Birdo's gonna take it down, it's gonna need some help. Thank goodness for speed boost. I mean, I guess a little bit. Like, we are paralyzed, so speed boost is doing things here. No, we need a third Screech. Come on. That'll do it. I'm holding left. This controller be dropping some inputs sometimes. We're probably lucky we did as well as we did in Mario. So we have to go back and heal now, because I think we've had 2 Pokemon faint. Unfortunately, we only get 1 more Trickmaster challenge here before he has to reinvent himself. I mean, barring that, I mean, we'll... Yeah, I guess we'll look around for trainers that we skipped up north. That's all we can really do. So, it seems to have a problem when I hold up and the run button. If I release the run button, it does... Does this thing struggle with multiple, like, simultaneous inputs? It shouldn't. This game is, like, kind of sold as, like, a fighter stick, basically, right? Am I just wedging things just so? I don't know. I don't know about any of that. We are going to switch Aquarius back in. My goal is to get my starter Pokemon up to a higher level. Okay, Rock Smash. Boy, can any of these Pokemon in my party learn Rock... Oh, well, there's a Swampert, isn't there? Swampert can learn Rock Smash, right? Yeah, you can. There's a whole subset of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire achievements where you just play with a Mudkip. You play with Mudkip and you play with Castform, and those are the only two Pokemon that you are allowed to get. And, you know, eventually, you know, your moveset is gonna be, you know, Surf, Dive, Waterfall, and Strength, probably. But you can't fly anywhere, because Castform can't fly, and, you know, Mudkip can't fly. And it does have to remain a Mudkip as well. You, if it evolves, you fail the challenge. So that's nice. That's a thing. Based. Iced coffee sounds delicious. Like, iced coffee sounds really appealing to you right now. Yeah, well, see, here's the secret to that, is if you suffer from the attention deficit strong enough, sometimes caffeine in the evening won't have quite as strong of a stimulant effect, and you can manage to go to sleep anyway. So, you know, just develop a neurodivergence right now. Oh yeah, Eclipse can do it for you. There you go. Someone can be enjoying an iced coffee in this swamp-ass weather we're having. I do somewhere. I do not know where it is. Where is that thing? Might be in the garage. I think I had it when I moved offices, and I just never got around to putting it somewhere. So back in the day, we had this huge freaking box. It was long, it was heavy, and it was full of like 5 or 10 fluorescent tubes. Nowadays, and it were bright. Oh Lord, it was bright. I think these days you're better served by any of those desktop LED models. I think they are shown to be just as effective and much kinder to your power bill and to your back. I wonder if they make a big LED version. They must, surely. Surely. Hey, if you've got the room for the big LED version, I'd say go for that. I don't have brand recommendations, but boy, that big light... I do feel like psychologically, the big light worked a lot better than the desktop lights do. I think we threw that big lamp out. We must have. That thing was a beast. It was kind of awful to haul around, and I don't know, it's like, it had like a really finicky power switch. Like, I don't know, I felt like every time I turned it on, it was gonna explode. Who else we got? Ooh, look at that! We got Orson and Orson's child here. Isn't that lovely? Let's let's see if Woof can finish the job. I don't get it. How'd I lose? Because I'm great. Because I'm the best. Yeah, I guess my only advice for buying any lighting fixture ever is maybe don't buy one off of AliExpress. I've seen enough Big Clive videos to know that they're just not wired good at all. Don't buy any electronics from Temu or AliExpress. No Temu. Like, honestly, the only like electronic like devices I would say honestly I might recommend off of AliExpress are like weirdly specific high-grade industrial stuff. Like, if you need like a scientific or industry grade like food dehydrator, you know what? AliExpress can probably hook you up with a halfway decent one for a good price. But you know, aside from stuff like that, you just no. Just no. Good CPUs? Yeah, they, you know, maybe. I don't know. See, that wigs me out. I feel like there's definitely a lot of counterfeiting of CPUs that happens over there on the AliExpress. So I would be, you know, exercise some caution. You know, they'll sell you something, and they'll adjust the firmware on it so that it reports as what you bought, but it's actually like something several tiers worse, or it has like a busted cores or something. You know, stuff like that. You don't wanna chance that and brick your machine. That's my, I mean, maybe you're more of a risk taker, a gambler, and it's like, yeah, but what if I get the good one and it's just genuinely a good deal? Okay, yeah, sure, that could be. Would I buy a suit? I haven't looked, but I'd have to read up on it. Maybe once. I would try it once, perhaps. So one time I bought a leather jacket off of eBay, and it came from China, and it was a triple XL, and it was tiny on me because it was clearly using like Chinese or Japanese sizes. It was not built for a man who stands 6'2", 6'3". And like I was reading the measurements and I'm like, it sounds like I need a triple XL, and a triple XL barely fit me. And then I put on some weight and then it didn't fit me. I'm a little sad. I think I missed some good Memorial Day sales for clothes, but you know, we just gotta... Oh, Aquarius! My starter has turned into the best boy. Praise be. Praise be. We're just gonna drop one of those right there. There we go. I guess we might as well fight wild Pokemon, you know? A little bit of XP here and there. Guess we'll do a quick tour, see if we've fought all of the trainers that we can fight. You can't really kill it. In tall grass, nature power will just do stun spore, so you know, we could, unless you're gonna kill with fake out, which you're not, you're kind of stuck. Oh, hey, Entei. Oh yeah, we should probably check. You know, anything cool here? No, not really. We could use Roar. I mean, that's the true Entei experience right there, is use Roar. Celio. I was just thinking, do I have to worry about static? And I don't, because you've got the weird plus and minus ability. You don't have a good ability. You have the weird teamwork ability. Corsola? We're better off just running away as Corsola here. Against an electric type? One thing I do want to do, and this is kind of silly, because I doubt it's ever gonna happen, but just in case, I think I am gonna buy some repels, Just on the off, way off, never gonna happen, no way, nuh-uh, off chance that we find a shiny? I would like to use repels so that we can safely get the shiny back. Well, wait, no, if we caught a shiny, it would just go to the PC. It would go straight to the PC. Yeah. I don't need repel. I don't need that item either. I don't know why I picked it up. These guys can change into a shiny, but if they do, I don't want to train up new Pokemon. So we will let them change back into normal. You don't have to like that. No, so if I catch a wild Pokemon, I mean, we can kind of demonstrate this a little bit. I think I have some Pokeballs here. We're just gonna save. I don't know why I'm saving, but we are. Alright, so here's a minus guy, right? So let's use a Mach Punch on you. Perfect. Brought you down to 1 health. Alright. And let's just throw a Pokeball, okay? That'll probably catch you. Okay, mine in level 13, right? So, and yeah, we'll give it a nickname. We'll call it, we're watching the My Hero, right? We'll call it Deku, right? Okay, I did catch that name. I've learned that name. Do I know any of the other characters' names? No. Also, that's not even that character's name. It's like their nickname. It's like but yeah, that's the name I know. Okay, now if we go to our box, there's Deku. He's still a level 13 minus. So if we catch a shiny, as long as we have a full party, it will remain the same. Have we fought all of these trainers? Sure seems that way. There's a bunch of people in the desert that I know we haven't fought, so we can go bug them. Appears we fought them. It appears we fought them. It's Ho-Ho. I know it's pronounced Ho-Oh, but I prefer Ho-Ho. I guess we can fight these guys. Croconaw and Celebi. Alright, we're having a Johto journey here. Sure. Describe the feelings. My feelings were celibacy. I don't get that word, because I don't have the national dex. Oh, that's funny. Okay, then my feelings are deoxys. This is Lao. I saw this Spinda, but I couldn't catch it. Well, lucky for you, there's Spinda everywhere, so unless you really wanted that one particular pattern, you'll be fine. There will be others. Kadabra! Oh, we got Dunsparce. We got the best boy. Good. Missed. Oh, right, because he's a ground type in a sandstorm. He gets a little bit of evasion boost. That is really obnoxious. Sandveil is a dumb ability that is dumb, and I don't like it. It might not be dumb, but I do maintain I don't like it. You can't stop me from expressing how I feel. Yeah, this is not a good place for a picnic. Sand will get everywhere. It's coarse and rough and irritating. I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta do the line. You gotta say the line. We're gonna switch Smoochum out for, yeah, for the Helix. Praise Helix! Saw lots of Helixes when I was out in Montana. That was good. Well, it is unfortunately getting to be about that time. It is. Yeah. You know, I don't want it to be the case, but... Can't I catch legendaries, then? I mean, yeah, I suppose I could. I can catch Groudon, or Rayquaza, or Kyogre. Like, they're out in the world, and we can catch them, and they'll remain as such in our PC box, should we do so. But there's no benefit to doing so, so I'm not too keen on. I'm probably just gonna defeat them. If they make us fight them, I'll probably just defeat them. Not like we need the legendaries to fill out the Pokedex, because I think our Pokemon have transformed into darn near all of the legendaries at least once. We can check. We can check our Pokedex here before we tune out. Oh, but first Meryl has to evolve. He dance. Let's see. It says we are indeed missing some, so let's see, what haven't we seen yet? And of course we can only see the Hoenn, so if there's anything from Kanto or Johto we've not seen, we're not aware of it. We haven't had a Swellow, so that might be something to keep in mind. If we have a Tailo that looks like it's ready to level up, we might send it out in battle to try and force this a little sooner. We haven't had a Slacking, apparently. What else? What else? We haven't had a Blossom. There's really no way for us to get it except via Randomizer. We haven't had a Spinda. Okay, I mean, we could go catch a Spinda. We could. That seems rather, you know, against the challenge, but hey, if it's like the last Pokemon we need, we could do it. We haven't had our Maldo yet. Haven't had a Melodic yet. Ooh, I don't know what this would be. Maybe Troopus? I don't know. We haven't had Dusclops. Nope, there's Troopus. Well, what the heck is this guy? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what number 142 in the Hoenn is offhand. We haven't had Donphan. We haven't had Regirock. So yeah, I mean, there's a couple that we're missing. Oh, Castform. Okay, we haven't had Castform. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to leave it there. Did we make progress? I mean, We didn't earn any new achievements in Emeralds, so arguably no. But, you know, this is the groundwork we gotta do before we fight our dads, so that's all she wrote. When are we back? I don't know. We don't have any goals right now until Sunday. So it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. Maybe we'll do something Friday. Maybe we'll do something Saturday. Maybe we'll do something Sunday. I just don't know. Stay tuned in the Discord and poke me there.